Good morning, everyone. So before I proceed with the presentation of our project entitled Investigation of Factors Affecting the Sensory Properties and Consumer Acceptability of Virgin Coconut Oil under the program Upgrading the PNS for VCO in the Philippine VCO industry, let me acknowledge my co-workers, Dr. Maria Concepcion C. Lisada, Ms. Basinang, Ms. Velasquez, Ms. Ong, and Mr. Pagulayan, who served as our research specialists. So the current Philippine National Standard for Virgin Coconut Oil, specifically under Section 4.2, states that virgin coconut oil shall be colorless, sediment-free, with natural fresh coconut scent, and free from rancid odors or taste. So it is clear that there's a need for more precise definitions of these attributes to monitor compliance to this specification. Likewise, there was a need to further understand the factors affecting these sensory characteristics. So our project determined the factors that affect or influence the sensory properties and consumer acceptability of virgin coconut oil. Specifically, we evaluated the effects of processes, adulteration, and storage conditions on the sensory characteristics and consumer acceptability of VCO. We also evaluated its susceptibility to hydrolytic rancidity. So the sensory evaluation method that we developed will be included in the revised Philippine National Standards. The manuals we produce can be used by the VCO manufacturers and service laboratories in the evaluation of the sensory quality of VCO. And more importantly, consumers can be guided in the terms of sensory quality of VCO, especially when they're deciding to buy a particular brand. Okay, the sensory evaluation, let me just give you a brief story of our journey in this project. So sensory evaluations, particularly descriptive sensory analysis, was used to establish the sensory profiles of VCO samples. So we train panelists like instruments to determine the sensory profile of VCO and determine if the differences in terms or differentiate samples from different processes, or determine if the samples were adulterated, and establish its shelf life. So the methods we developed in differentiating the processes, VCO processes, adulteration, and effects of adulteration, and shelf life evaluation or determination. From this, we were able to develop manuals both in English and Filipino. And these manuals describe how to prepare the samples, how to prepare the standards in the evaluation of the VCO samples, and up to the evaluation of the samples. And these manuals were shared with our project collaborators, the manufacturers who provided the VCO samples that we evaluated for future use, and of course for their feedback on how we can improve the manuals, how we can improve the manuals. So it is our hope with the results of our study that more VCO manufacturers can improve or maintain the sensory quality of their products with a foregoing interest from both local and international consumers. We believe that Philippine VCO can be a world-class product, but only if manufacturers can provide an acceptable and safe product.